The Jailer is one of the most interesting Hearthstone cards ever made, and certainly the most interesting card in the new mini set. It's a 10 mana 10/10 neutral legendary with Battlecry, destroy your deck, and for the rest of the game, your minions are immune. So immune means they can't be targeted, they can't take damage. Really, the only way they can die is something like a Twisting Nether. So basically, once the Jailer comes down, someone's dying in the next couple of turns. Either your opponent because you hit them with your minions, or you because you're now fatiguing. I thought the best home for the Jailer would be in Relic Demon Hunter for a few reasons. The downside of this card is that you destroy your deck, but Relic Demon Hunter has very good draw, so they tend to get pretty close to the end of their deck anyway, so not as much of a downside. And also, with Relic of Phantasms and through Artificer Zymox, this deck has a lot of big minions that, if you made them immune, would be pretty scary for the opponent to deal with. I also wanted to try out the new Prosecutor Mel'tranix, a Demon Hunter legendary that says your opponent can only play their left and rightmost cards on their next turn, which is just an insane Lotheb type effect that can potentially shut down the opponent's entire turn. And so far with this pair of new legendaries, I am 6-2, and the Jailer was relevant in almost all of those wins. So I think this is actually quite a good home for it. Paladin. So I can probably expect this Paladin to have the deck stacking thing. So they're going to have Cariel on turn 8 for sure. There is a world where I can use Prosecutor Mel'tranix to stop the Cariel. If they play their stacking thing like not on exactly the right turn, they wouldn't be able to play it. But I don't think there's a world where I keep that. I just want to find my relics. There's the Jailer. This is definitely a card we want to be drawing with Relic of Dimensions, so I don't love seeing 10 mana for the 10/10. Alright, we're curving out pretty nicely. The turn 1 hero power is actually good, and then we have 2, 3, 4, and School Teacher even kind of makes this a 5. And then I guess we would coin out Zillag for 6. Alliance Bannerman, I don't think that changes anything for me. No Relic, unlucky. Is Sigil of Silence ever good against Paladin? It can be good against Divine Toll. I don't know if I play that. I don't think it's good against any of the new Paladin cards. I don't know, none of these are great. Maybe Sinful Brand is okay or something. Can play Sinful Brand with Zillag, so if they have some minion in play, they take face damage even if it gets shot. Oh hey, I drew a Relic. Do I want to play... I could actually Sinful Brand this. It would take some damage for sure. I kind of think I still want to play School Teacher though. Relic of Extinction has got to be the play, although Coordinated Strike to go with Sinful Brand is a combo. It's got to be the Relic though. I didn't even think about this until this moment, but if I can play Jailer and then Zillag, the Stalks will just keep getting buffed. That's kind of sick. Definitely looks like we're doing a little toppling this turn. Please stop drawing the large cards that I would like to topple with. Topple into topple. Okani would leave this at 1 health. I could kill it with Nagaling, perhaps. Or I could just take another topple. I don't think Blade Master Okani is particularly useful. Alright, so we will Sinful Brand you. And then you take a little damage. Pew, pew. Then we get some 2/2s and some 3/3s. Could poke this for 2 damage, but I don't want to take the damage myself. And now this is 5 minions in play that infuse Artificer Zymox, which I can coin out next turn if I want. I do think it'd be kind of hyped to coin out the Jailer, but I don't really know how reasonable that is. So I could Zymox, I could Topple, I could Zillag, I could Flank. I think Zymox is pretty good here. Maybe I can get some good discounts on what I draw. Best target. And that one. Sigil of Alacrity is not great, and Chaos Strike is not great. No real reason to play Chaos Strike this turn, I think.
With every step, the light guides you.
So I know for sure I can clear with a Topple here. I guess it's just Topple and then Relic, right? Maybe Chaos Strike does something good. That is very tempting to use this. Maybe I just go Topple plus Prosecutor here. That is better than Okani. It's pretty good to save this post Jailer, perhaps. And I really like using the Relic Vault on Relic of Dimensions, because if I'm going to destroy my deck, it's kind of nice to have the stuff in my hand, and it's kind of nice to have 0 mana stuff that I can play alongside Jailer, perhaps. Maybe like a Fell Barrage or something that can deal with the board. Relic of Extinction, even. So they do have a Noggling. That should be easy for them to play. Okay, but maybe they didn't want to use their city tax there. There's Flash of Light. Oh my god, that turn sucked. What a silly card. What are you? 4/4s? Let's just make a big board and... Do I want to play this? I guess I do. I did just see my opponent's city tax after all. So if they clear this, then hopefully I can play Jailer on an empty board. And I don't have much to back it up, but I do have Zillag, which is especially good with this hero power. Take my Relic of Dimensions, please. Actually, if this is your turn, you're probably just dead on board, right? So you're free to take my Jailer. Oh, they took my Zillag? They had an equality, so actually that city tax I forced out earlier might have won the game. Well, it does appear that the Jailer ended the game. How much damage do I have here? 10, 12, 20, 34, 42, and I can hero power 8 times. So 58 damage. Love a good relic. Love a sigil of alacrity. Top of the idol, even against aggro, is probably too expensive to keep. It's better to just find Relic of Extinction, Fel Barrage. Maybe Flanking Maneuver. Maybe even Scorpid. Okay, found another relic. Love to see that. Definitely don't love to see Denathrius this early on, but hey, that just means it's getting infused, right? Three mana Prosecutor. And the Scorpid. I don't love playing a 2/6 into a 1/3 poisonous, I will say. I think this has to just be Chaos Strike. My actual 3 mana cards are like kind of fine, but not too inspiring, I would say. Alright, play some 1/1s. They do suck, but they make Relic of Dimensions better. Wish I could draw that card. I think I will just topple here. This doesn't do anything with Bran. I think that was the easiest Relic of Dimensions of my life. Play this Relic of Dimensions because they do know about it. Ooh, 8 mana Jailer. I'm going to play Relic Vault here. I don't really want it getting Theatard. The reason to not play it is there is the 4 mana 4/4 that destroys locations, but I've seen that card played against me once ever. So, probably not the one I want to be playing around. Wait, don't Fel Barrage, that hits my face. How rude. Okay, well that was a very good draw, I think. It's gotta be Relic of Dimensions, right? I briefly thought about playing the Prosecutor, but Relic of Dimensions is just insane. I think these are all kind of bad. I really want to play Jailer next turn, and like Coordinated Strike takes up board slots, which isn't really great. But then we have like Feast of Souls and Sigil of Alacrity, which draw cards, which are also not great. So, don't know how to feel about that. I guess we pick the ones that are the best in the non-Jailer world, which is probably Coordinated Strike. Oh, I guess I just play this turn, huh? Alright, sure. So if I want to play Jailer next turn, I do have Relic of Extinction and Flanking Maneuver to secure the board a bit. What does this do? If it dies, summon another. So if I'm playing Jailer, I want to kill this off first. Jailering. I do take some fatigue damage, but I've also got Nathria's in hand. Oh, I do have Finley to stop fatigue a little bit. That's interesting. I think I trade this and then play Jailer. Maybe I'm playing this actually as well. Not totally sure how I feel about this. So I probably just start by doing this, right? Not a good start. Is this a Zillag and pray kind of moment? It's not that much of a prayer. Hit the minions. Let's go, Zillag. Alright, so when Zillag has immune, my opponent can't do anything to stop these stalks from powering up. Why do you have Alexstrasza? Okay, well I'm dead to fatigue next turn, so I really just have to try to set up lethal here. From actual attacks, I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 22. That puts my opponent to 7. I need 3 of these to go face. There's no way that like attacking into Alexstrasza does anything useful here. Alright. 3 face. Oh, I'm just so good at the game. I do love the card that says Relic. How good is Venomous Scorpion off the mulligan? Not very. That does match my intuition. But never sad to see the Scorpion on 3, I would say.
I see you brought guests.
Blessings to you.
I will finish my hunt.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Pretty good card to hit a discount on. I could prioritize hero powering here instead of playing Relic Vault because of Kurtrus. I guess I would go Chaos Strike. Let's go Chaos Strike here. I would never take this line if I didn't already have Kurtrus in hand, but I would like my Kurtrus demons to have some power on them.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Keep pumping up the Kurtrus. I got this Finley, but I think I like my hand. Kurtrus, Relic, Zillag. This turn we will Scorpid. Always take the Relic. And then, as much as I would love to play Sigil of Alacrity, I think we're still poking. So these are up to 4 power now. I can kill like a school teacher this turn. Not sure what else this deck would play here. They could play their 2/6 taunt, but the 1/3 kind of annihilates it. Oh. I don't think they have too many stolen cards in hand. I think they have 3, actually. Let's just go Kurtrus. I do want to start doing relic stuff, but the 4/4 rushers just seemed so good. Okay. Well, they're not supposed to play Zillag before me. So if I play this, it does 3, 3, 4, 4. So there's no combination where that doesn't clear, right? I forgot to click the button. That's a combination where it doesn't clear. I'm so dumb. I did pick up a Jailer to go with my Zillag. That's a pretty insane combo if I can get it online, but it's going to be pretty slow. Might even just Finley those cards away, I don't know. This takes from my deck, right? It does. Well, if I had used my Relic Vault last turn, I wouldn't be able to do this, so... Actually, a big brain maneuver from me. Probably just gonna play Sylvanas here. Although Relic of Extinction is good. Maybe I can hold on to Sylvanas. Feast of Souls. 1 mana draw 2 is pretty nice. Probably still gonna Relic of Extinction here, but trade those off anyway. So Sylvanas still needs 3 more minions even after these. Card from your opponent's hand. Okay. Shame I won't just be able to steal that with Sylvanas. Because I don't really want to give my opponent a Zillag or a Jailer or a Sylvanas. A little bit of Scorp. Let's do a little Scorpin. Need for Greed does draw cards. I could play it here. And then what? Play Finley if I whiff? I'd probably take it, but I don't know if I play it. It's probably just a Prosecutor turn, right? Oh, this makes them overdraw here, actually. Fool.
My hunt goes on.
Absolute buffoon.
Shadows grow long. Give them fell.
I didn't really want them to steal my Jailer, but if they did steal my Jailer, then that's 1 card they can't play through the Mel'tranix. Need for Greed is probably the card I most wanted them to take. Their turn was 8 mana hero power. Are you serious? Card is busted. Alright, I'll do this. If they Whirlpool me, that's just a Whirlpool out of their way for when I Jailer. And if they don't Whirlpool me, then they're dead. Okay, Light Bomb is the same card. I think we're jailing here unless somehow I have lethal, which there's no way I ever do. I don't lose that much stuff. And a lot of the stuff I did lose was card draw that I couldn't really play. Relic of Dimensions, Zymox. So with Jailer in play, I can just play Bran, and it's really hard for them to kill it, and then Denathrius can be lethal. But they might die to Zillag before that. Tank some damage, Jailer. Very good. I could steal that, but I'm not going to have board space for it. I think I'm just bumping into it and leaving it at that. I could actually play Finley here just to bury some cards in my deck, but I don't think I need to do that. I missed 2 damage with my hero power. I don't want to talk about it. Alright, so do you have a Whirlpool here? That's what I'm concerned about. There's the Whirlpool. The Nathrius does 18, which is not quite lethal.
Who knows what secrets will appear? This is our chance! Fear my glaive! Fear my glaive!
I guess I'm leaving my other stuff in hand so I don't get my Denathrius Theotard as often. Probably shouldn't have even played this Snowy Satyr. Looks like Denathrius should be lethal here. Okay, it was lethal. We just had to do a little bit of poking.